families that claim they bought Mattel toys loaded with lead. How they want the company to pay. My 13 News starts right now. I'm Rick Garcia.
I'm Lauren Sanchez. Well, this is certainly not fun and games. Toy giant Mattel facing a massive lawsuit over possible lead poisoning. Gigi Graciette and the street team say a Fontana family is taking the company to court.
We just want them to do what's fair.
And fair, says attorney Jeffrey Colino from Philadelphia, would be that Mattel pay for the lead testing of potentially hundreds of thousands of children. And that's why he's suing the toy maker.
It's not about money. It's about how can we get lead testing for these children that came in contact with the toys.
Colino filing a class action lawsuit on behalf of a Fontana family whose 2 children played with some of the lead-tainted toys Mattel recalled 2 weeks ago.
Millions of toys with lead paint were in children's hands. Potentially millions of children are going to be tested for lead, and we don't know how many of those children will test positive.
Mattel voluntarily recalled close to 1.5 million toys, all made in China, because they contained lead paint. This in addition to the 18 million Chinese-made toys recalled because of small magnets that could injure children if swallowed. While Mattel put the blame on their Chinese subcontractors, today government officials in Beijing pointed their fingers at Mattel, saying the giant toy maker should also take responsibility for product safety.
China's blaming Mattel. Mattel is blaming China. Who in their right mind would put lead paint on children's toys? They're both to blame.
And back here live at Mattel headquarters, where lawyers have not yet responded to the lawsuit. We called Mattel earlier to get their response, but in a written statement, a spokesperson told us that they do not comment on pending litigation. Reporting live in El Segundo, Gigi Graciette, My 13 News.
That brings us to our email question of the night. Mattel has recalled millions of toys.
Now the Christmas season is, well, it's coming up kind of soon.
Kind of around the corner.
Kind of, like 4 months away. Will you think twice about buying a Mattel toy this year? And what would you tell your kids if the toy they have their heart set on has been recalled? You tell them you can't have it. Anyway, send your responses to mymail@la13.com. We'll read the best ones later on in the newscast.
Don't forget about our email question tonight. A Fontana family is suing Mattel over lead in their toys.
And with the Christmas shopping season coming up kind of soon, we wanted to know, will you think twice about buying a Mattel toy this year? And what would you tell your kids if the toy they have their heart set on has been recalled? Send your responses to mymail@la13.com.
All right, time now for email question of the night. A local family suing Mattel over lead found in the company's toys.
So we wanted to know if you will now think twice about buying a Mattel toy.
All right, Robert from Fontana writes, I would not think twice when buying toys from Mattel simply because all toys have or may have some sort of dangerous parts or materials in them. In my opinion, there really is no escaping it.
Give them a box. No way I would buy a Mattel toy for my children on Christmas. With so many choices out there, why take a chance? Until we really know who is to blame, I tell my kids it's not safe to have those toys. Pick something else. That's Rick in San Pedro.
Yes, I will think twice about buying a Mattel toy. That's George in Northridge.
Yes, yes, and again, yes. Christmas will be hard this year for families with children, especially the young ones who won't understand the dangers. What's next to be recalled? There's been the dog food not so long ago. Wasn't that food also from China? Things that make you go, Misty in Inland Empire.
Yeah, Michelle from West Hollywood concurs. I'd think twice about buying anything from China. Children should be told that the people who made the toy put something in it that is dangerous to kids. Tell the kids maybe the makers didn't know it was bad, but that they just can't have that particular toy.
Well, I probably wouldn't buy toys regardless of the lead controversy. Expecting Mattel to pay for millions of kids to be tested for lead poisoning is absurd. When we were kids, there was lead everywhere, and unless you were eating paint chip sandwiches off the walls, there was no problem, which is a good point.
We were playing with a lot of bad stuff and eating a lot of bad stuff, but it made me and my wife think twice about the fact that we have way too many toys in the house anyway. It's time to start getting rid of them.
Get rid of them. There's a lot of toys.
Regardless of who made them, yeah. Of course, I will think twice about buying a Mattel product. They should always test every aspect of their toys, knowing that they will be going into the hands of small children. I'm afraid to buy my 2-year-old any toys now. Thanks for being so cheap, Mattel. That's LF.
No, I do not think I will be buying any Mattel toys at all. I think all Mattel toys should be taken off the store shelves, or we will be having a lot of sick kids. Jason from Sunland.
You said you guys don't have a lot of toys?
We don't have a ton of toys. Yeah. We just don't. Shockingly, by the way.
Well, no, who need? I mean, How often do the kids play with all the toys?
Wait till your kids are into video games. You don't need a lot of toys when one of your kids like this half the day. You got to be like, no more games.
Oh, that's it. Thanks for all your emails. We appreciate it.
Have a great night, and we hope to see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.